see, Hanuman was a military man. He was part of the Vanar Sena. He was a mega warrior. One man can kill thousands and millions of people. And then Karn shoots an arrow and the chariot of Arjun goes back like a few inches, okay? And Krishna is like, oh, amazing, amazing, yeah, wow, wow. And Arjuna is like, what is wrong with you? My arrow sent him 20 feet, this guy only 2 inches more. Why are you telling me that this is going on? And Krishna is like, boss, Hanuman is sitting here, and he moved it. If you had to be one thing and only one thing, what would you choose to be? I'd choose to be Hanuman. You need Surya Dev, not as a statue, but as a real planet falling on you. If you want to be a Deva. What happens if you worship Hanuman? What do you get? You get control over your life. Your vayus will be still, and even the external vayus will start listening to you. If you want to stop the wind, start the wind, you just have to request. If you are a Hanuman Bhakt, and the wind will just stop. If you really, really do Bhakti of Hanuman, you'll start interacting with subtle forces like the clouds. And you can look at the clouds and it will have a visual message for you. That's another thing we can learn from Hanuman. Do you see him sitting at an IT job with glasses? He's wearing minimum clothes and sitting outdoors like us. You want to be like Hanuman, you have to do like Hanuman. Understand that the itihasa of a people tell them what they can and cannot do. What is itihasa do you want, man? Gandhiji and the freedom struggle, or you want the itihasa of Hanuman?
I have sat down with my Guru, Guru Pashupati, and whenever I had questions for him about Hanuman or about any of our divine past, there was so much knowledge that was coming from him that I felt like it was an injustice that I didn't share it with the world. And that's the reason why I started this podcast, to share whatever I've been learning so far in Hanuman Gada and also ancient Indian martial arts. In this episode, there's a lot to unpack. Mainly we delve into the life of Hanuman, what's his biggest contribution to humanity, and why we need to derive meaning from this past rather than deriving meaning from some really disempowering stories of our past, of our history. How we can use that, how we can use the knowledge of our great past to face the challenges of our future, of our life, to become a really fantastic version of ourselves using the knowledge of Hanuman. And I really want to thank the viewers from the bottom of my heart for all the engagement, for all the interactions that I've had with you, for all the inputs that I've gotten from you, and for all the engagement that you guys do, that the comments, each and every comment and like and share and saves is valuable for us, because that's how we are going to reach more people. I hope you enjoy this one, and I'm really excited to know what you think about it. Namaste, welcome to Ancient Ecos. I'm Kunal, I'm the host of this podcast, and with me today is my Guru, Guru Pashupati.
Namaste.
So today's podcast is about bridging the physical, the divine, physical, mental, spiritual and the energetic, the energy of Hanuman, and deriving some lessons from his existence. And we are here next to the KRS reservoir, and a very beautiful and a very calm place for this shoot. And I'm very excited to ask these questions to my Guru. So let's get started. So as we all know about the great achievements of Hanuman, and what all he did, right from swallowing the sun to killing a lot of demons and asuras, to saving Ram when he needed help, to burning Lanka, to a lot of like superhuman things, and also not just superhuman physically, but also mentally, psychologically, the kind of thinking, and also that great faith and that great spirit that he had. So he's an embodiment of human excellence in all levels.
Yeah.
So that's why we look up to him, and that's why we have Hanuman Gada. So in this talk, I wanted to ask some questions regarding Hanuman, in all the aspects, right from the divinity, the worship of Hanuman, to the spirit, to the physical practices, the culture that we have in India, of all the physical movement that has happened over so many years, and also regarding some of the esoteric parts of these practices. And also At the end, we'll derive some really crux meaning from Hanuman's character.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And yeah, so that's the theme of today's talk. So let's begin. So my first question is, what's Hanuman's biggest contribution to humanity?
To teach the idea of growth and faith. That is what I have derived. And I think humanity would also benefit from this lesson because that's the yogic lesson inside. Okay. So those who practice Hanuman Gada, it's not just a spiritual, physical practice, it is a spiritual practice. It is indeed a spiritual practice. Like, what are you going to do with this body if it's going to fade away? That's why there's this physical practice, to stop the body from fading away. But the real practice is spiritual in nature. When I say spiritual, it means all things that are invisible. And we can, like sunlight, you can't see sunlight, right? You can feel it, but you can see light. You can see light, but what is it? When it reflects on something and you see it as a thing, you're actually only seeing light.
Yeah.
There's nothing else that is happening here except you're seeing light.
Yeah.
And people, all their perception, visual perception is light. All their pain perception is feeling. And what is feeling really? These are all the 5 Vayus, the Panchavayu, and Hanuman is called Vayuputra. And he's a symbol of containing and cultivating the Vayus to maintain the body in an everlasting state, so that we can continue to evolve with the invisible things and take part in the game, play the game of life. Okay? It's called Leela, and we play it. Right? In Tamil we call it Velayate, play, like a game. So these 2 things is what we came here to do. We came here to play. So whatever the game is, you find yourself in a game with a certain difficulty level, you play it. That was Hanuman's approach. Okay? He's an avatar of Lord Shiv, so he came here and he says, what's the one thing I should not forget? No matter what happens, what's the one thing I should not forget? Because I'm becoming a human. You know, Vanara, not human, but you know, it's the same. They had the same intelligence, same brains as all the other humans. Okay, there are many types of humans on this earth. Now it's only us, Homo sapiens, but there have been many kinds. So the Vanars could be the Homo erectus as well. And Shiva incarnated as one of them, as a Vanara. We don't know if it's Homo erectus or not. But in this continent, the Indian subcontinent, there was a lot of Homo erectus. And so a lot of us might be having their blood. No one's bothered to do that much of a detailed population DNA study to find out. But there's a little bit of Vanara in all of us. Okay, and that's what gets excited when it sees this shape, this Gada. Everybody looks at this, they're like, I want to swing that thing. I wonder how it will feel in my hands, is what they're thinking when they see these things, right? That's because of our primal nature to lift up clubs and use it as a weapon. This means safety. This means confidence. This also means peace. This also means security, protection, everything. So this Gada means everything. So if you are a worshipper of Hanuman without a Hanuman Gada, you miss the message for humanity, because this is a tool that makes your body into diamond, Vajra. What does that mean? That means you can make your body as hard as a diamond. Okay. So I'm going to show you something. Okay, bring your hand forward. Okay, so this is going to be a bit painful. I hope you don't mind. Now hold this. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to drop it from here, just like that. This is my normal bone. It pains, yeah, it's bone. It's going to pain. Okay. Now I'm going to hit you from another part of my hand, which is not even the bone. See this? Doesn't pain, right?
No.
Okay, so I'm going to hit you from the same part now. But what's the difference?
It's harder than the first one.
Vajra.
Yeah.
It was hard as the bone, right?
Yes.
Ah.
Yes.
How did a muscle get hard as a bone? Play. Okay, you have to play. What do you play with? If you don't have a guru, you don't have guidance, and you don't know the internal knowledge of Hanuman Gada, and you simply think it's just swinging, and just because you're born in India and you swing a Gada, you know Hanuman Gada. It's not Hanuman Gada. Don't be confused. There are a lot of Vayu-based techniques which are part of Hanuman Gada, which nobody knows. You have to come decently and humbly to a yogi and learn. You cannot learn this. That's not how I learned it. I didn't learn it by being entitled and arrogant. I had to go and trust my guru, follow him into the mountains, learn and come back. You have to do the same with me if you want to learn these things. Otherwise, I'm not interested to teach to people who are not hungry, so hungry. Okay, so people have all sorts of like wrong frames about learning Hanuman Gada or living the lifestyle of Hanuman. You see, Hanuman was a military man. He was part of the Vanar Sena, and not only that, he was a mega warrior. He's, I don't know what do you call it, like a hyper warrior or this. There's no description, because one man can kill thousands and millions of people. When the Mahabharata, they asked Hanuman, whose side will you take? He said, no, I won't take side. Like Arjuna and Krishna went, I won't take sides, because if I take a side, then the other side is finished. So I won't take a side. But I will sit on your Ratha. So he came and sat on Arjun's Ratha as a flag, you know.
Yes.
So that's why you see the flag everywhere. In all the depictions of that scene of Krishna as a charioteer, there's Hanuman on the flag. It's not just a symbol, it's not embroidery. Okay, it's Hanuman's soul sitting there. And a little bit of his Vayu. Just sitting there saying, I will protect this. And then Karn shoots an arrow and the chariot of Arjun goes back like a few inches, okay? And Krishna is like, oh, amazing, amazing, yeah, wow, wow. And Arjuna is like, what is wrong with you? My arrow sent him 20 feet, this guy only 2 inches more, why are you telling me that this is going on? And Krishna is like, boss, Hanuman is sitting here and he moved it. Okay, so that's Hanuman. So what do you have to learn from this? I think endurance, durability, these are the kind of things that Hanuman is made of. Like he's just there. And when he's there, things go well. Because if they don't, they'll get smashed. That's it. It's a warrior belief system. And I'm not afraid to get powerful. You know why common people are afraid to get powerful? Because they can't trust themselves to be honest after they're powerful, so they're scared of the consequences which will happen when they become dishonest and power corrupts them. But Hanuman doesn't let any power corrupt him. He doesn't give a shit. He served Rama in his army. He didn't have to. He's an immortal. Why should he serve Rama? He can chill out now. But he said, yeah, I want to be part of this drama too. Lord Vishnu himself has come and he's doing a drama and I want a part in it. मैं खा सकता हूँ क्या करके आता है अंदर. He just jumps into the Ramayana. He's a Chiranjeevi. He's been waiting for Ram for so long. He's much older than Ram. So when Hanuman was a baby, he was already not immortal, but he was so strong. He went and ate the sun, etc. Then Indra came and threw Vajra at him. That's how he became Hanuman. So you can see that the hero is wearing on his face only a mark of his violence. He's got a swollen face. Hanuman's got a swollen face because Indra's Vajra hit him there. But then he got this blessing of immortality from Brahma later, because everybody felt bad. Indra also felt bad. I hit a small kid. But what kind of a small kid is this? He's stronger than a Rakshas. What is he? Right? And then, so that's how you got to be, man. I think to be that way, you need to really simplify your life. You can't do this and that, and this and that, and this and that. You can be one thing. But the people want to be everything. You can't. You be one thing. So what is that? If you had to be one thing and only one thing, what would you choose to be? I'd choose to be Hanuman. That's what Hanuman can teach humanity. You choose to be Hanuman. First of all, you are invulnerable. Second of all, you don't need a mate. You are not interested. Like you don't have to have a girlfriend and a boyfriend on your head. And a spouse and children. You don't even want to have kids. Okay? But Hanuman has kids by so much of virya that he has developed here by not wasting his semen in just meaningless ejaculations daily 2 times to porn. Hanuman doesn't have these problems. So you can be like him. If you keep your virya inside, you will become a brahmachari. And there is a lot of power in that. There is enormous power. Okay, a brahmachari doesn't mean you have to abstain from sex, but you have to abstain from ejaculation as a man. As a woman, it means you have to collect your sexual energy and not waste it all over the place. Not waste so much of it in just seduction that there's nothing left when you actually get the person. Okay, so this is what both men and women do. They waste so much energy in trying to seduce each other, and then they wonder where did all the energy go, because it's all spent by the time they actually catch each other. They don't have any more fuel to go forward, and then that is bound to go downhill, right again, and then they have midlife crisis, where now they need to find a mate again. You know how much of energy this shit wastes? If you follow Hanuman, you don't have to have that, and you're so free, you can do what you want now. Then find a mega purpose and serve it. What's the biggest need on earth? Oh, Lord Ram, avatar of Vishnu is here. Let me go and serve that. Okay, so he looks for the biggest problem to solve. Even if he doesn't know how to solve it, he had no idea how to get to Lanka. Jambavan had to remind him, you know, you have Ashtama Siddhi, you can become as big as you want. And then he's like, oh, I have? He's like, yeah, you have. Because he got cursed also, right? Hanuman, but somebody cursed him that he will, oh no, it wasn't a curse, I'm sorry. So it wasn't a curse. Depending on the version of Brahman, it's either a curse or it's not. Here's one version where it's not a curse. Somebody decided that we are giving all these powers to this young kid. You know, every god has given, like, everyone has given something in a weapon and something, you know. So then they're like, oh shit, this is going to be one power kid. What if he has a tantrum? So like, let's give him after he turns adult age, then we'll give it to him, right? And that time adult age was puberty. So till he hits puberty, yeah, you were considered an adult when you hit puberty in those days. And now people are 45 living with their mom and the puberty is over long back. But they need to get out and do something with their lives, right? The good part is we are the generation that's going to live very long. Because that is the kind of progress that we have made in our understanding of health. That it does not depend on hospitals. Health depends on nature. If you just understand this one thing, health depends on nature. How many hours of nature did I get yesterday? In what state? Even if you got nature, you put sunscreen and then you put a pair of glasses and then you block the sun because it causes cancer. That's why when we went to Surya Dev's temple today, I was like, it might cause cancer. That's the reputation now, Surya Dev. People are not going into the temple also because they, let's go around. Okay? You need Surya Dev, not as a statue, but as a real planet falling on you. If you want to be a Deva, you have to take the blessings of a Deva. You have to drink the energy of a Deva. You want to be a Devi, you have to take the blessings of the Earth Mother. Earth Mother, Sky Father, okay? The Deva and the Devi. We are the bridge between them. In Chinese also, I think that their hieroglyph for man is between heaven and earth. That's what they draw as man. So human being is the connection between heaven and earth because we can perceive both. Both energies and their communication can be run through a transducer inside our brain and made a person called a Deva. Now I have a direct relationship. Okay? What happens if you worship Hanuman? What do you get? You get control over your life. Your vayus will be still and even the external vayus will start listening to you. If you want to stop the wind, start the wind, you just have to request. If you are a Hanuman Bhakt, and the wind will just stop. Just a request. And if you really do bhakti of Hanuman, you'll start interacting with subtle forces like the clouds. And you can look at the clouds and it will have a visual message for you. Things will start changing. You can sit out in nature and communicate infinitely with the water. It has so much to tell you, there's just so much. We miss it because we are in a big hurry with the words in our head. So that is what is leading to this superhumanness. Because you are now tuning into information that other people don't have. Dude, what is knowledge? It's just useful information. and the wisdom of when to use it. That's knowledge. So that's about it. So understanding of the processes of how life is occurring in your body is best studied by putting your body in the environment of life and then observing it. Then reading about it in 100 books and watching 1,000 YouTube videos. Go and experience it. Get outdoors. There's no shortcut for sun and earth. Okay. Okay, so that's another thing we can learn from Hanuman. Do you see him sitting at an IT job with glasses? No. He's wearing minimum clothes and sitting outdoors like us. You want to be like Hanuman, you have to do like Hanuman. Okay. His favorite are these rocks. He finds rocks like this, he climbs up and sits like Hampi. Hampi is the place. If you want to live like Hanuman, go and live in Hampi as naked as possible for like a week, and you'll see the difference. You'll suddenly not give a shit about all the useless things you used to give a shit about. And you'll be like, bring it on.
Yeah.
What next? And you're not like, how can I get through life with minimum learning without expanding my knowledge any more, little more also? I want what I already know how to do to be able to give me results that I don't know how to get. Okay? That's why I keep this guy. I'm kidding. But you understand?
Yeah.
So that's why Hanuman also has a gada. And his one hand is like this. If you go and pray stupidly in front of Hanuman, you'll get. And you'll come back and you'll be like, that prayer didn't work. I still failed in the exam. Don't do exams. Nothing is going to happen after it. If Hanuman is making you fail an exam, be happy. Because he has better things for you. Like, he made me fail a lot of exams, man. Then I figured out I hacked it. I was like, without studying, how can I do this? That's my question. It's something I don't know how to do. But I expanded my knowledge and I did it. And in ways I cannot explain right now in public. But it happened. And I got very good marks. Because I hacked the education system. And I realized this education system is not educating anyone. I used to check on my friends once in a while. Have you become educated yet? And they're still the same. They haven't got educated about anything. They're just like, they said get a job. I said, okay, good luck. And they're still there in some job. Under artificial light, under some roof, unable to make a decision that their life is worth it or not worth it. The shift between these two. My life is worth it, my life is not worth it, my life is worth it, my life is not worth it. Self-worth is a question because you're comparing apples to oranges, you know. You are comparing yourself to some socially dictated idea of what is good for you, which is absolutely like false because it's been proven again and again to be not good for you. When you follow whatever society says, I have not seen a single happy person who followed everything society says. Somewhere you have to challenge and say, I will challenge this. Okay, this is my battle now. This is my next battle now. And in your battle for your freedom, you become a warrior. And that's when you become like Hanuman. Hanuman has not learned his fighting in a martial arts class. He learned it by just caring for people and wanting to do things for them bigger than himself. And when he did that, there was amazing transformation all around him.
Yes.
So that's how it is. Safety came, no? Security came, everything came back to the land. And the need for building warriors who really go through shit and make difference in the world. They're the ones who protect everyone else at the end. You be one of them. That's respectable. What is this? Otherwise, you are the ducks and the geese and what else that in Kung Fu Panda movie. There are all these victims, right?
Yes.
When Kung Fu Panda is fighting the evil whatever, there are these pigs and ducks.
They get harmed all the
A
time.
lot of people want to be those pigs and ducks. There's nothing to aspire to. You don't have to earn that. You already are it. By default, you're a pig and duck. You need to work your way into a Hanuman.
So that was quite packed. I'll have to like segment that into maybe 10 shots. But
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah.
So my second question is regarding places of worship, divine places of worship.
Okay.
And there are so many mountains and like hills and very old temples on them, like Hanuman Tibba in the Himalayas, and then Hanumagiri in Karnataka, where we had gone a couple of weeks ago. And in all the temples, like in Kali temple, in Shiva temple, in Vishnu temples, in Ram temples or Sita temples, there
So
is a
who is
place
more
for
universal,
Hanuman.
Ganesh or Hanuman?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a close thing.
it's a close tie. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean it's close. It's not a tie. It is Ganesh.
Yeah.
But in Hanuman so popular, you see.
Yes. Yes. So all house a shrine for Hanuman. What's the significance of that? Why?
Some of them have a Sthala Purana associated with that place, which is from the times of Ramayana. There would be a story that Hanuman stopped here for something or whatever. So they have a legend associated with Hanuman on that place, and in all likelihood, that is our Itihasa. You know, Itihasa. Like this it was. That's what it means. Itihasa means like this it was. History. History also means the same. His story.
Yeah.
Okay. So if we understand that the Itihasa of a people tell them what they can and cannot do. What is Itihasa do you want, man? Gandhiji and the freedom struggle, or you want the Itihasa of Hanuman? You ask me. Because what I can and cannot do is determined by the Itihasa that I attach myself to. That is it. Thus it was is Itihasa, but it also implies thus it will be. So please be careful what you tell yourself as your history. If you start telling yourself that we were conquered by the Mughals and then conquered by the British, and then where is that part where the Marathas liberated and kicked the Mughals out?
Yeah.
That part is not there in the history book.
It's not. Nobody teaches.
Nobody knows. Okay? Marathis also don't know sometimes. Okay, it's crazy, man.
Yeah.
So that part is gone, and then the British came, and then there's the downfall of the Marathas because they started fighting themselves, and that's how India lost. And then we got this great education system, which promised equal education for all, equally bad. Okay, Gurukul system had a very strict selection process, and we still do. We don't take every idiot. So then those who were not taken into the Gurukulam system started to become resentful of it. And then they'll say that this is because of discrimination of some kind or the other, and then they'll make a fuss. So those guys, the British came here. Oh, Gurukuls are the center of knowledge. The Marathas have revived it. Gurukuls are back. That is the last time Gurukuls were back. The British found the Gurukul to be the enemy, poisoned all the Gurus and killed them. Went across thorough list of all Gurukuls, went and poisoned and killed. Can you kill? No, the seed will sprout again. Somebody will be there who has gone deep enough to find out the knowledge. And there's a lineage. When I found my teacher, I was overjoyed. I was like, I have been searching in the darkness for my whole life. It's like, relax, you're only 32. But it felt like 32,000 billion years is how it felt. Before I found somebody who made sense about what are my Itihasa. When I got a proper Itihasa, then I'm like, look at my heritage, how can I behave like this? You know, there will be no shit behavior from me after that. I'm certain about it. Because I represent Hanuman even in my actions. This is my Itihasa, man. Lord Shiva came in the form of a Vanara and gave us a message, I will listen, bam bole. Who will stop me? This is the teachings that I will always surrender to. Okay, so when you come from that Itihasa, what all I am capable of, man. This big ass rock that was here, you lifted and brought, no? People can't do that. Okay, they don't have the strength to do that. You train Hanuman, you're like, lifting big rock like this, like the one I'm sitting on. Like it's nothing, right? Call gym guys who lift weight, they don't know how to grip on the rock. Because they don't know how, they haven't gripped a moving thing like this in their life. They don't know what it is. This is like holding a struggling enemy by the throat or by the wrist.
Yep. Yes.
Not only that, catching his prana. He can't breathe. A practitioner of Hanuman Gada, if he wants the other person in front of him not to breathe, he just has to pull the vayu like this. How's the breathing now?
It's holding by diaphragm.
Not able to breathe fully.
No.
Huh? If I pull somehow, you won't be able to breathe only. How am I doing this? I don't know, man. Hanuman's grace. Now it's back, right? Your hair is back.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can't see these things. These are invisible things, okay?
Yeah.
When you worship Vayuputra Hanuman, this is the heritage I want. This is the itihasa I want. I don't know, what is this freedom stuff? Not my history. I'm not listening. Talk to the hand.
Yep.
Yeah. So when you surrender to this kind of power, like Hanuman, he gives you powers, but only if you're humble enough to handle it. No, see, many people are scared to get power, and the reason they're scared to get power is they can't trust who they'll be with the power. They know that they'll be assholes. That's why they're scared to get power, and then they resent people who get power also. And some people who get power are corrupt, no doubt. Okay, but you should not be scared to become powerful. Because when you attach with this lineage, when you attach with this itihasa, connecting you, and then it'll also, the future will also be like this. Yeah? Bhavishya will also be the same. So then it's like a different energy every day, increasing and increasing and increasing and increasing and growing, and siddhis are coming as you're practicing Hanuman Gada and the higher levels. Yeah, in the beginning it will just restore your health and make your body capable, and of course getting the physical body in shape is the most spiritual thing that you can do, because spiritual energies take a really strong body to bear. You show me some weakling who's got diabetes, and there are a lot of them sitting as gurus. They can't bear the energies of the spiritual world with that kind of body. So it requires a particular kind of training which will widen your nadis in your hand, which means the pathways of electricity in your body, the powers of electricity that are there in your body. That
Vayus?
Vajra, lightning. We call it lightning. There was no word electricity. But you can translate it as electricity, because lightning is electricity. So we have various lightnings in our body. It's going on all the time, man. Huh?
Yes.
Yeah, put your hand out. Like, okay, yeah. The back of the palm is sensitive, okay? So, now nothing, but what happens?
Can feel it here.
Yeah. That's the lightning which goes through, okay? This is the cool lightning. If you don't waste your virya, just ejaculating all out, then you start developing this lightning inside. It's a virya lightning, okay?
Yeah.
Only brahmacharis have this lightning, okay? Again, I'm telling you, brahmachari doesn't mean abstinence. It is continence, okay? So, continence plus sunlight plus earthing allows me to do this. Now, it's pretty strong, right?
Yes.
Like a beam.
Yeah.
It's like welding.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've helped people to fix broken bones and all in the mountains. Where you'll take them for a doctor? Someone has a fall, their shin is split, what do you do?
Yeah.
This only we do. We heal it like that with the electricity in our body, Vajra. That's it. This is a conductor of Vajra, by the way. It takes all the electricity in the atmosphere and stores it in your Uddiyana here. Boom. If you practice it like that, if you've been taught like that, who will teach you like that? I will wait for the answer. Only someone who's outdoors like this with a gada sitting, who's done the time outside, they understand these phenomena. You cannot learn it from books. You can learn it, of course, from a guru, and you have to learn from a guru, because there are certain secret mudras, mantras cannot be taught just like that, because it'll make fools powerful. We are not here to empower fools. We are here to empower those who may be fools but want to be wise. They're tired of being fools, so they're not identifying as fools anymore. They've changed their orientation, wisdom orientation, like gender orientation. Now their pronouns are G, because they have started to become wise. They start treating themselves with respect. No? I love those people in Indian languages, they say hum for themselves.
Yes.
They're giving themselves respect. I appreciate it. In Kannada also, I don't say nanu nanu, I say navu. At least in my mind. It sounds stupid if I say now because they'll think I have ego. But you should give yourself respect too. See yourself as that. That's your pronoun, okay? G. When you have respect. Otherwise you're like, hey, thu. Those are your pronouns.
My next question is about the Gada. What are the applications of a Gada? I mean, you're a master, you have learned from great people who teach this. So, according to you, what's the secret to mastering its use, both for the physical as well as for the spiritual benefits?
Gada is a weapon. You can use it to defend against 10 thugs also, and you can use it to defend against evil spirits also. You can use it to defend against your own stupidity also, because it awakens your energy. It increases the light in you. You will become enlightened when there is light in you. Okay, that's where the word comes from. So there won't be dark areas inside you where you're scared to go and explore, and you know every part of yourself, of who you are. Okay, the bigger story, you're an immortal jiva and all, forget it, because that is not who you are, the avatar who you are. You have to seriously embrace it like a video game, guys, and you have to play this avatar with all your joy. You should get joy out of this life. No? Yeah. So, what was your question again?
The applications of the Gada for
Applications,
mastering.
yeah. Okay. So the
spiritual,
first thing is that you should start feeling that this life is a game. This everything I see are elements for me to win this game. And the game is to become the best version of myself that I can imagine, to make a story of life that is so great that I enjoy every part of it and I'm not ashamed of any part of it. Like this. This is what we need. When somebody says that, then you come and learn Hanuman Gada. Before you say that, you come here, you'll only cry. You'll cry about the price of the coaching. You'll cry about the discipline that's required. You'll cry about... if you want to cry, you can keep finding things to cry, because this is a tough life. It's a tough life.
Not finding a heavy enough Gada for training.
Not finding a heavy enough Gada or whatever. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
There's so many complaints, right?
Yeah.
But our boys don't complain. Huh? And now we have 2 girls also, right?
We have 4 girls.
4 girls, good.
Yes.
So our boys and girls don't complain. And all those girls have come from my martial art classes, right?
Yes. Yes.
So they're already in the culture. They understand what it's about. Okay.
Yes.
So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, dude, this is not a weight loss program. This is not anything. The benefits are massive, and that is why you should pursue it. Because the benefits are massive. You should see that the benefits of practicing the Hanuman Gada is that I'm getting into a Gurukulam system where I'm going to be progressively revealed, and as and when I can handle it, secrets of dealing with the world around me. Basic communication and relationship has to be there with the Guru. Guru is the first person with which you can have a non-abusive relationship. Otherwise, in all relationship, abuse creeps in. Okay? So, the reason that it's not abusive is that there are clear goals. A Guru's job is this: to give a task to the student that they can't do. This is the Gurukulam system syllabus. People keep asking me, what's the syllabus? Listen. You get a problem to solve that you can't yet. And you have to grow in order to solve that problem. And when you solve that problem, guess what? The Guru gives you a bigger problem. What is this life? When do you have rest? When do you have fun? You have fun while doing it. You don't need rest from it. You don't need rest from this warrior life. This is a warrior lifestyle. Yes. Like, I need to grow. If I need to grow, I need to put strain. Like, will a muscle grow if I stroke it with a feather every day? Or will it grow if you lift a Gada every day? You have to put strain on it for it to grow. If it's muscle, you can see it. But I'm sorry to say our neurons are also like that. We have to challenge our neurons to make neuro connections, synaptic connections that are basically our habits. So you see, our beliefs and our habits stay inside us. People think, yeah, you can change your habits, you can change your beliefs. You can't. You can't change your habits and change your belief. You need energy for that. You can. You can improve your habits and improve your beliefs, but you need to have beliefs, because beliefs are the unconscious command. When you're not conscious, that's how it executes, according to how you believe. Not anything, the world itself executes according to how you believe. And you can't change your belief unless you got the energy to change your belief. Like how you get away from this human itihasa and attach to the real itihasa, where this is like a place where there is constant turmoil for you to be able to solve problems, for you to go to the next level. It's a place to play, it's a sport. It's going to be tough. You have to have the sportsman spirit to live life on earth. That's what Hanuman Katha is. That's what you come here to learn. If you learn the sportsman spirit, the warrior spirit, no.
Yeah,
War only became sports later.
Yes.
All sports are war sports. Javelin,
Yes.
some fencing, wrestling, running, jumping. What do you think where do you think they use all the gymnastics? Where do you think they use all these things? Swimming. Warriors need this, all this knowledge. So it's basically war competitions,
Yes.
warrior competitions. That's what it is. This is also one of
Yeah,
them.
in previous Olympics and all the participants used to be military people only. Like,
Yes.
I mean, even now, I think.
So don't think just because you're a sportsman, you don't have to be a soldier. If you take up this weapon, you have to be a soldier.
Yeah.
That means you have to have discipline. There's no two ways about it. Discipline in your relationships, you have to have the discipline to go and make a promise bigger than you can already keep. And then say, now let me figure out and learn how to get it. And in that learning phase, you reach to that promise. Not a promise you make to yourself, okay? Promise to other people that you make. Like, I've made promise to my students to help them to achieve everything that I said right now, as long as they listen to me. That's a promise I made them, and I'm keeping my promise. But I didn't know how to keep this promise, because you have no idea how complicatedly messed up people are.
Yep.
I don't even know how it feels to be that messed up. People are that messed up, okay? Because they mess up progressively over generations, and nobody even like this whole thing of, dude, it's okay to keep an open mind, but you have to close it after you got what you want.
Yeah.
But this is like, keep an open mind, and then anything walks through their mind. It's crazy. So we have inflicted generational trauma upon people by education. And the Gurukulam system helps you to get out of that, beat the trauma and say, forget that, man. Let all my organs work again. Let me be a juicy, sexy version of myself that I can ever be. The most. Be delicious. Be an avatar. And guess what? If you sit and imagine your body like that, how you want it to be for like 5 minutes every day, you start making all the right choices to make your body like that. Because all those choices are subconscious. And subconscious choices respond to desire. When you have desire in you, then subconscious makes choices according to what you desire and how to get it. It sees the most optimum path and gets it. That's not the way. You don't let the subconscious do everything. But some things it's very useful to do. Like once a habit is formed and it's costly to repair it, unless you surge your energy, it's not going to repair again. So people have to know how to surge their energy if they want to move orbits, change wiring inside the body, work from higher levels of their being. If they want to be able to do that, they need surges of electricity every day. Guess what practice gives you that?
Hanuman Dand.
Yes.
Yes.
Hanuman Dand and all the Hanuman practices, okay? There is a Hanuman Pranayam, 10 steps. 10-step Hanuman Pranayam. Nobody knows. It has Hanuman doing different actions. You'll be sitting and breathing and Hanuman will be doing different actions. Like putting Ram and Lakshman on his shoulders. Then there's a secret visualization mudra for that. Dude, it's the works. If you do that pranayam, you'll be like, wow, okay, how do I have so much energy? I can suddenly make better decisions. I can feel confident that I can learn and do everything that I promised to others. And then you won't be afraid to make promises. Then you'll have some people who are like friends. Or not friends, but useful in your life. Because you're working together on the thing that you promised. You never said you'll do it alone. Don't keep any promise alone. Whoever you made the promise to is equally invested in your promise. They have to now align with you on everything and work with you. That's the way to have real connections. Make a real promise that you don't know how to keep, and then raise your energy enough to keep learning. You don't do it now. After 1 year of doing Hanuman Gada, you'll be able to do that. That's one of the superpowers. Now tell me what that's worth. Your entire life will change if you have this. Okay? There's really nothing you can't do that you don't have the reputation for and you don't have the skills for. Let's talk about two things, skills and reputation. If you have skills, you can do something. But if you have reputation, you can get others to do it for you. What do you want? Skills or reputation?
Reputation.
Both are interconnected, because if you don't have skills, you'll not have reputation.
Yes.
So you have to start with skills, but you have to value reputation more than skills. So what do you want to be known as? How do you want your reputation to be? Aren't these questions that your education should ask you? No, no. Bring me those guys. Who designed today's education system? I want to break the shins with this gada. So what is education, man? This only. You grow, no? It's accountable. Education should be accountable. I don't see the difference between a 7th standard boy and 9th standard boy. What has he learned? He's behaving the same. He's already learned a lot of crap by the time he's reached that age. Okay, let's rewind a little and look at children who have just gone through 1 year of education. It's called lower KG, LKG. Okay, they've gone through that. Kindergarten, lower kindergarten. Okay, the 1 year. They split kindergarten into two. Like what they're teaching is so amazing that it needs 2 years to teach. Okay, and then what have they done? They've told these children that the world is a very unsafe place where you should not explore, and if you are in discomfort, don't ask for help, don't communicate. These are things being taught to children who are 6 years old. It breaks my heart that you teach them, don't ask for help, don't communicate, solve your own problems, you have to be intelligent, you alone, you alone. These are all people competing against you, and you will be shamed or praised, and you will either get addicted to praise or afraid of shame, phobic of shame, addicted to praise. Both these are neurotic people whom I don't want to live with on this planet together. But what to do? Now everyone is that because of education. So what can I do? I have to reverse education. That's why I started a Gurukul, because I'm serious about this shit. Right? So the Gada is such an easy way, because there's only one God, one Hanuman, one idol to reach. You become Hanuman. You have the powers of Hanuman, the Ashtamahasiddhi and the Navnidhis. The treasures, they're all secret stuff. I'll teach only students. What are the Ashtamahasiddhis really? What are the treasures? This is, Hanuman can give you like this, like bhik he can give it to you. For him it's nothing to bestow you with these siddhis. And he's given me a few siddhis, right? I showed it on you right now. In the beginning when you saw the stone hand. And that's the fleshy part of my hand. It became like a stone. I can make any part like a stone, right? With the same Vayu breathing, I will make any part like a stone. And there's a mantra also. Just thinking the mantra, it will make anything like a stone. Okay, so that's just one thing. But there's so many siddhis, healing people. You'll get it. As you follow the lessons which my Guru taught me in the same systematic manner. It starts with the hard work of Hanuman Dand. Look at sky, touch the earth. Look at sky, touch the earth. You're shoveling energy through your spine. Okay? You have to do the energy shoveling every day. Through your spine. Keep shoveling. Boom. Boom. Then I can give you the Gada. When your spine is strong, then you will really use this kind of a Gada, which is considerable weight. But beginners should start with light ones. Because the spine will not have the strength to lift it, because we're not lifting with our arms. You might be able to lift 3 kg with your arm, but you can't swing it without using your spine. This is a weapon, it has to be swung. And people learn Gada Yuddha, even if you don't have a Gada, you'll be able to knock the wind out of 10 to 15 people. If you do just even 1 month of Hanuman Gada, you will have that physical confidence of self-defense. that you've never imagined that this kind of confidence can be felt regarding my own safety. So I would, anybody who's feeling physically unsafe, you should be doing this, because it will restore that sense of physical safety to you. Not as a lie and an assurance, but as a reality.
Before getting a gada, like you instructed to do Hanuman Dands.
Yes.
So we have students doing Hanuman Dands, and they are getting like fascinating results. Like some of them are able to climb mountains in half the time, and some of them are able to like go down and touch, and like years of elbow pain and suddenly no elbow pain. Like, and the mantra that we use, and
the mantra increases Vajra in your body, so electricity starts to grow in the body, right? And if they are sincerely practicing brahmacharya as well on top of that, they'll start getting electric currents to their body, right? So next batch I'm going to teach what is brahmacharya properly, and you should follow it. So don't be scared, it's not abstinence from sex. Everybody's like, will I want to be able to masturbate again? You can. Okay? So it's none of that thing. It's not what you see in popular culture. It doesn't mean celibacy and have no understanding of sex. That is not brahmacharya. Brahmacharya is the continence of your sexual energy into your body and not leak it anywhere else, so that you can become beautiful. You should have some charm, no, if you want to do good in this world. How can you be a repulsive person? You have to be a beautiful person. And that comes in when you start using the mantra. It builds that charm inside. People have become charming, have you noticed?
yeah.
After 1 month of practice, everybody looks good. So that's how it is. You see the before photos and after photos, there's a stark difference, right?
Yeah. They're eating more and they're drinking more water, and like their body is just like
Body's thanking
growing.
them.
Yeah.
It's growing, because now it's like, wow, I'm getting the challenge that I needed.
Yeah.
You have to challenge to grow, man. People think they'll grow by just putting fertilizer. We've got lazy. Growing something in nature also is very challenging. Only the best is allowed to grow.
Yeah.
But here now anything can grow.
Yeah.
But still, if you subscribe to that itihasa, then you'll never be the best. You'll never understand what it is to grow. Like, there's real challenges even for Hanuman, even to this day. Coming back to another question you asked about Hanuman Tibba, you mentioned Hanuman Tibba. Well, that is where Hanuman actually stays. The Chiranjeevi Hanuman, who I had the great pleasure of seeing from another mountain. I could see him. And he was there. And I could clearly recognize him, and I could feel that energy, and I just lay down on the floor with my hands towards him. I said, I don't know what to ask you, because I'm scared that what I ask will be too small. So give me the biggest thing you can give me. I don't know what he gave me, but he said, okay.
Amazing.
Siddhis, man, all sorts of siddhis. I don't even know what I know sometimes. I'm like, yeah, okay, oh, that's a problem. Okay, let me try. Okay, I try and it works.
Yeah.
And it gets fixed.
Yeah.
Various kinds of problems.
Yeah.
For those who can fit me in the frame of a guru, for those who can't fit me in the frame of the guru, they put me in frame of doctor. It's not going to work. You don't have faith in your doctor, but you have faith in your guru.
More on Hanuman Gada. You mentioned last time that it has Shiva's power. And what's the story and understanding behind this, and how did it come to be?
See, these are a set of weapons collectively called Pinaka. It includes Shiva's bow, it includes Shiva's axe, it includes Shiva's trident, and Shiva's Gada. Most people don't know much about Shiva's Gada, but he has one. And this is that Gada is also called Pinaka. It's among the collection of weapons of Shiva. He also has Vajra. He has Damru, which is also a weapon. It's not just a warning that you're going to die. When the Trishul shakes, the Damru gives warning, you're going to die. It's not just that. The Damru can evoke energy. That's why the Africans have all those drums too. And you've seen how energetic they are.
Yeah.
The people who live in tribes.
Yeah.
So, we have lost our tribes. We don't have enough support from others to do these amazing things. There's no support. Right? You have to be so strong because you're the first practitioners of the divine arts, like Hanuman Gada. That you need support to turn into this Hanuman. That's what the Gurukulam system is about, to be that support and that environment in which you can grow. You know, you have a bunch of people who are thinking the same, that enough of urban presence, I am not going to compromise my life. I want to live a life like natural, like a warrior, learn all these mystical sides of life, the play, the game, I want the cheat codes. No.
Yeah.
Otherwise you'll just be crawling around in this game like a worm.
Yeah.
You never get good at anything.
Yeah.
And then you would have wasted your life before you know it. Then something like COVID will come and kill you.
Yeah.
Finished. So you had to have the secrets of health, you know. People went and got lots of vaccinations. If another vaccine comes, what they'll do? When are you going to rely on your immune system? And give it what it needs, which is sunlight. You know, everyone knows when there's an infected towel that got fungus, they'll put it out in the sun.
Yeah.
And then the fungus dies and they see it. Okay? So you know that sun kills infections.
Yeah.
Go sit in the, and you complain of infections of this and that. Whatever is infected, show it to the sun.
Yeah.
You got a boil in your mouth, sit like that for 5 minutes, it'll get better. It'll get the energy. By evening, it'll be better. People don't have 5 minutes to show to the sun, but they have 2 hours to wait in the queue outside the doctor's.
Yeah.
No, I just showed my ear and I'm showing my other ear. Now I'm showing my other ear. If you do this, there's so much melanin inside the ear. Why? No, why? If sunlight is not supposed to go in there, why does it have melanin? Everything that requires the operation through sunlight has melanin. Guess what has the most melanin? Neuromelanin in the neurons. The different kinds of melanin. The melanin that lines your stomach lining like this. This is pink melanin, right? This is the more darker brown melanin. They call something. Don't ask me. I can't remember. But the neurons have melanin too. And without the neuromelanin, that's the battery pack of the neuron. The melanin is the battery pack of the neuron and that needs to get charged with sunlight. Somebody tell everybody before they all die of infections. Right? You just go sit there. Get the sun. And the earth, it's not really the grounding that people keep going on about. It's the magnetic field. Only Hanuman Gada teaches you how to align with the earth's magnetic field. Have you learned this in your life anywhere else?
No.
If you don't align to the earth's magnetism, that's why so many people who do grounding don't get better. Because they are misaligned with the magnetic field. Their personal magnetic field is misaligned with the earth's magnetic field and then they come back after grounding feeling like this. Because they don't know, like even a dog knows, man, it goes round and aligns in a magnetic field and sleeps all night.
Yes.
That's what they do. All day also.
Some dogs, not the...
Yeah, some are nocturnal now, some have become like sleeping all night.
Yeah, sometimes dogs in cities...
They have lost. Dogs in cities have been breeded into stupidity, right? Two stupids in captivity are bred to form a third stupid who has now come to captivity. Is get stupider because they don't have to make decisions. They don't have danger to grow. Food aaya karke food aa jayega. If they poop, someone will clean it. And they don't have to hunt a damn thing. So they become like, their liver fails with the kind of food that we give them. With pesticides and everything, preservatives. Nobody cares. They'll eat organic, but they'll be feeding their dog like non-organic because dog. Some people are like, no, this dog is going to get better treatment than my son. That also happens. So dogs have got so confused. Am I human or am I not human? What do you think? Who's a good boy? Like, you take someone with very low intelligence and then you dominate them. And then what will happen? Dogs, urban dogs don't know magnetic north-south. They still try. They do something and then they'll sleep west-east.
They just give up.
Like, I'm programmed to do this rotation, but I don't know why. But my dog Julie is a street dog. She comes and rotates and sleeps exactly same way every day, okay? So why is she doing that? Why is she aligning like that? And then if she sleeps differently in another place, you can know that the magnetic field is not okay in that place. There's a very magnetic field. So it's shifting like that.
Yeah, yeah.
It happens like that. Magnetic field is not always a straight line, squiggly. Okay? So you need to feel that. People don't feel this. I feel the magnetic field everywhere. So I know which way to sit, what way to face. It's natural. And you can do this even up in your room.
Yeah.
It's not so much about getting electrons. Electrons are everywhere, man. You don't have to get it from the earth. So grounding is not you getting electrons. Grounding is you again aligning with the magnetic fields. So it's not just a random direction in which people swim who are aligned. They swim in a way that the magnetic field supports their energy and they come back in a way. Surfers who are experienced, they know these magnetic lines and they go along them, they don't get scuttled. Isn't it a miracle that anyone can surf? Like stand on a board on the ocean, what is that shit, right? Parkour. Have you seen these guys? They got really strong magnetic alignments, these people. So they're supported by the energy. They don't know what they're doing. They haven't bothered to articulate it in scientific terms. They don't know what it is. But I'm telling you, because I'm a former scientist. I used to be. I was studying to be when I didn't become one, but then I got distracted by art at that time. I was like, if all the science, if this is all science is saying about reality, because they had a pretty bleak view of reality. What is all this art I see in the temples, you know? Why is it so energetic? Why do I feel like this? No? I said, I will trust my senses. I don't want to listen to these people. So that's when I started hanging out in temples. And it's very important to hang out in temples. I know a lot about sculpture. And the stories in every temple you can walk through. And some of the old scripts, there are writings. We went to Edakal caves, remember?
Yeah.
What was written there?
In some
Here,
Tamil.
here lived the man. Yeah, Tamil Brahmi script. But here lived the man who has slain 1,000 tigers. That's a story, man. That's like imagine that was the first line of a story. What would you write after that? Opens your imagination, right? That's called art. No, art is opening a world. Woof! That is not happening in science. So I said I want to do some art. So I went and I started learning art. But along with all that, I'm learning martial art. Martial art is a mixing of physics and art. Physics meets art. That's martial arts. Because we want to use every natural force advantageous to us that is humanly possible and also divinely possible. We are greedy. We want to hook up with these. And this is called understanding Shakti. So the more you understand Shakti, you can hook up with these small spikes and curves and you'll know when your energy dips. You need to move out of this orientation. Hanuman is a master of movement. So you just can't, his position is such that you can't hold him, you can't hit him because he would have changed his position again. He's like the Flash in that. He'll change his position right behind. Have you seen the Flash fighting? So Hanuman is like that, gets behind. So for those who don't know, Flash is a superhero from the 80s who can run as fast as lightning. So you can see that Vajra inside Hanuman as well. When he was turning, when I actually saw him, he was turning and then the Vajra would turn along. And the electricity would cut anything which is there. If he turns, it's enough. Electricity cut. You can see that going all around. I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? And I'm like, wow, I want to be like that. So I was just lying down and I was like, whatever I ask you will be too small. Please give me the biggest thing that you can give me. And I still don't know what he gave me, right? Yeah, that's why my life is such an adventure. As new siddhis keep uncovering, the new things keep happening in my life. And it's crazy. It's a great journey, right? You don't want to be able to know your future. I don't want you to plan your future. I want you to build your future. As it comes. With whatever is available in the present, you build your future. Just a minute. So people think that building your future is the same as planning your future. No? Did you also think the same? No. One involves building. What is planning?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is the plan same as the building?
No.
No. Why do you need a plan to build? Because otherwise the building will be haphazard.
Yes.
The making the plan part, you can call it the soft phase. But there's a hard phase where you got to go and build it. People fail in that phase. They are full of the soft phase. Highly learned people who can't execute anything. This is what I'm coming across on a daily basis. And I feel sorry that this has happened because of our education system. I also feel fed up of this. So that's why I'm offering now to train people in the Gurukulam, in a proper Gurukulam system, okay? Where you will be surrounded with people who are performers and superior than most normal people. Gurukulam is not for everyone, okay? So that's where you need to be.
Yes.
It's for the elite. Gurukulam is just not for everyone. Why? Why can't it be for everyone? We can't teach these big lessons.
Yeah.
They can learn their art, they can go to school, whoever wants.
Yeah.
But not everyone else. Like, it doesn't matter what your age is. You can start learning. Somebody was telling me, I'm 56 now, can I learn? I'm like, I got a student who's like 65 and she started her own, like she was a cop and then now she started her own NGO and she's gonna think of how to fund it and she's full of ideas. She wants to coach people in emotional wellness and use that money to help dogs. She's got purpose, man.
Yeah.
That's what people who are bloody like 20 don't have.
Yeah.
She's having at 60 and she always had it. So the purpose is to build your future. You can build your future only with the material that you have access to right now, because you can't access anything else right now. That brings a bit of humility. So you have to start where you have to start. The start is always shaky. So don't be afraid to shake things up. No? It's always shaky. And everything will shake when you start something. It's not going to be easy. It's never going to be easy. Nothing is going to be easy. Nothing worthwhile is going to be easy.
Yeah.
What, you came here to do easy things or what? Then don't come to my Gurukulam and waste my time. I'm full of people who do hard things easily. With an ease of mind. They do hard things with their body. With an ease of mind. They have hard conversations with their tongue. With an ease of mind. They write hard messages. With an ease of mind. With clarity. They're unbullyable. That's what I want my students to be. That's what they are turning into. Like, you can't bully them. Nobody can bully them. Like, not physically also. You know what? It's a tribe of strong people. Let's do something strong then.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's do something ambitious that makes us, forces us to grow.
Yeah.
Let's do something we don't know how to do, so that we force ourselves to grow and be that. No, I want these kind of people.
Yep.
Build your future with that. Build your future, making goals bigger than you can achieve. Just make it. And then you build towards it. Start learning. Learning, start. Make the goal, start learning. Don't stop until you reach the goal. Keep learning even after that, because you'll have a bigger goal then. But dedicate yourself to one goal and one goal only. People have like, I want to have balance in my life and have 4 to 5, 12, now 15 something areas of their life has to be good for them to be happy. No, man. That's a bunch of bullshit. Don't fall for that. Dedicate your life to one thing. Just one thing. I'm dedicated to abolishing the education system and building a functional one. I'm not interested in abolishing anything. I just want to build a functional one. Why? Because I'm fed up. Real answer. I don't need the money, or I don't need the entertainment which will come from this. Because there are various ways I would entertain myself with nothing in the mountains. I didn't have to come here for entertainment. But I'm here because I just feel that this is a big enough cause for me to dedicate my life to. And I want to dedicate my life to that. I just find it to be a very urgent need, because unless we improve our education and our way of looking at the world and our access to all the invisible powers that we have been told we don't have, called siddhis, without all that we're doing a pretty pathetic job. Like, look at public health, it's in the worst state ever. Because people are just exposed to all sorts of crap. And they like it, they're addicted to the crap. Yeah. It's a ATC, addicted to crap, which is the phenomenon that's removing everyone's health. So I asked Shashank to make a book, like, instead of this, do this. Just an illustrated book. You both can make it. Make that illustrated book. Instead of this, do this. Instead of sitting in your room and looking at your phone during sunrise, get out in it. And open your eyes. Remove your glasses. So instead of this, do this kind of stuff. So that people have something to replace. So that they charge the battery naturally from the sun, man. I don't want people who are not tanned to be my students. I want all my students to be tanned. You can't lie, man. It's on your skin. Your outdoor lifestyle claims are on your skin, okay? You should look golden. Golden red. Yeah. Something like that. I mean, it doesn't matter the shade of your skin. You'll still look golden red. You look like a hot coal when natural light falls on you. You have to look like that. And that's the human being who's got energy to make synaptic restructuring. Changing your neuro patterns. How neurons that wire together, fire together, you can change it. How? You need this red. Your melanin has to turn like red with all the sunlight that you're getting. Then it's going to happen. You'll be able to change your mind. Your consciousness depends on your energy. If your energy is low, your consciousness will be low. Do you know what humanity is suffering an epidemic of? And it's not COVID. It's low consciousness. That's the epidemic, real one, which nobody is concerned about because they have low consciousness. But for me, that's an epidemic of great concern. The more unconscious people walking around or low conscious people walking around, their actions are going to be low quality. With regards to anything, environment is one thing, okay, our river is already polluted. But it starts also with their own personal lives. It's polluted by all sorts of unnecessary frames, all sorts of crazy ideas that people have put on each other's head about what they can and cannot do and who they are. That's a big epidemic. People just don't know. I'm telling everyone, fix your frames, get some sunlight, get some nature. You don't have the powers of nature, you have the powers of cement, LED lights and glass. People are powered by these three materials, not the sun. Whatever sun these bad materials allow, and they cover their body also with plastic. Poly this and poly that, and then wonder why they don't have health. Because those are all like, when sunlight hits your polyester clothes, it starts releasing endocrine disrupting chemicals into your skin. It's like a skin patch. It's like a huge skin patch, okay, of endocrine disruptor.
Oh my God.
Yeah, however big your poly whatever is, that's how much you're going to get. People are covered in this all day. And I don't want them going outdoors. Wear something natural and go outdoors. Wear your somebody telling me, I'm getting sun, Guruji, but I'm not improving. I'm like, what are you wearing when you go out? Nothing, just these clothes. What are they made of? Polyester. Do you know that you're like putting a skin patch as big as your clothes on your body? Like a nicotine patch, you can get high with it, man. Put 10 nicotine patches, you'll be like, oh, because it goes through your skin. So they're getting dosed with endocrine disrupting chemicals. And they're wondering, why do I have painful periods? Why do I have erectile dysfunction? Why do I have no motivation? This is what is going on in people's minds, and I feel you should take help from an effective and functional source like Hanuman Gada. Then go and look in all these unproven methods like psychology, medicine. All are unproven methods to build a being, to build a future, to have the warrior qualities that life calls upon Life calls you into, invites you, which you always continuously avoid, and you become fear averse, risk averse, sorry. It is risky. Life is risky. You have to make a promise that you can't keep, believe in Hanuman and go and do it. And follow what the Guru says, it will happen. That's what I did. I followed what my Guru says. All of the things that he said happened, just like that. And there were various siddhis that came. We'll talk about it another day.
So this is the last question. It's on Hanuman's role and how he was at the centerfold of influencing events in Ramayana, right from connecting Ram with Sugriva and finding Sita and giving Ram hope, and also like finding Sanjeevani, and like some people, I mean it's hard to believe that Hanuman can't identify Sanjeevani, so he got a huge mountain on his back, but I think there must be some other idea or some other
The truth is, even experienced people can't identify Sanjeevani.
Oh.
It grows only in 3 places in the world. Dronagiri in Uttarakhand, Kollimalai in Tamil Nadu, which was a piece of the mountain that fell when Hanuman was taking it, and Adam's Peak in Sri Lanka. These are the only 3 places you can find Sanjeevani. And Sanjeevani is a mystical plant. Yeah.
It's not
It's full of yakshas. Sanjeevani herself is a yakshi. So you have to establish contact with the yakshi and find it. And it's not easy. If she doesn't want to be seen, she won't be seen. So Hanuman had a tough time there. Even though his senses were that developed, but then he said, I don't know this, but I'm going to increase my energy. When he increased energy, he said, oh, why can't I just lift the mountain and jump up? That's what he did. Okay, so this is this is taking on what you don't know how to do. That's how you grow, right?
Yeah.
This is exactly what Hanuman teaches us. Did Hanuman make promises that he knows how to keep? Like Sanjeevani, yeah, okay, I'll go get it. He made a promise. Does he know how to keep it? No. Does he keep it? Yeah. How does he keep it? With a lot of energy. More than bringing a few jadi booties in one packet. He brought the whole mountain. Maybe he also thought, let me take the mountain because it's preserved in its environment and I don't want its environment to change. Before, no, that could be another version of the Ramayana. I know all this because I can communicate with Hanuman. I can just ask him, why did you do that? And then I get these phenomenal stories of why it happened. After that day, me going down and asking him for this, that's the day I understood what is Hanuman Gada. I didn't even know what is Hanuman Gada. I started learning about it then. I didn't know Hanuman's Gada is any different from any other person's Gada. Like I thought Vishnu ka bhi hai, Lakshmi ji ka bhi hai, sabka hai. So this is Hanuman Gada. But they know, they're very different. This is the perfect redesign actually of the Shivling by Shiva himself. He wanted a weapon that will look like a Shivling, but it had to be long handled so that it has reach, and it should not lose its beauty as well. So the Hanuman Gada was crafted. They had ancient lathe systems run on water jets, and the lathe was run on water jets, so stones could be turned. So they had a stone turning lathe with water lasers that would cut the stone. This is some kind of quantum mechanism. Back then, I don't know what it is because I only see the visions of it when I ask about Hanuman. So anyway, coming back to your question, Hanuman is the connecting force of Ramayana and the hero of Ramayana. The reason that is he's an ideal for the people of what human life can be about, of the play that human life can be about. He's a reminder that human life is a play. I think the same of Ganesh as well. I mean, you think of any of the gods, they're having like a playful life, man. It's like we do whatever we want, even if we don't know how to do it, and then we figure it out. Isn't that the basis of every story? Like, who would watch a movie about the hero always doing only what he knows to do? Harry Potter, this thing is coming. No, I don't know how to kill it. I'm sorry. I'll only do what I know to do. The movie ends there. Harry Potter dies. Nobody wants to watch it. They'll throw slippers at that movie. No? But they don't throw slippers at their own life. They want that only. They're dying from things that they don't know how to do. They're dying from not learning things that they don't know how to do. Like maintain my health. Don't know how to do. Maintain my relationship. Don't know how to do. Maintain my job. Don't know how to do. Be happy. Don't know how to do. But I'm not looking how to do. I don't want to know how to do. Whatever you're doing, stay far away. Don't become my student if you have this attitude. Okay? I'm looking for people who are like, oh yeah, there's so much shit I don't know how to do and I want to learn it. I want to figure it out. And I want to grow into it. I want to expand my energy and grow into it. If I can't find the Sanjeevani, I'll take the mountain. This is the energy that I want shaking inside each and every person who worships Veera Hanuman, lifting the mountain. That's what it means. No?
Yep.
These guys, there's a video also. I made them to push the car.
Yeah.
Not a big car, Alto 800, okay? And the car pushes back because it's a slope. Then you get introduced to something called gravity. And then you get introduced slowly to something called magnetism. And then I showed them how I'm using magnetism to push the car uphill. Using my body to redirect magnetism to push the car uphill, okay? I wanted to see if anyone would notice, like nobody asked me. But I'm just walking like I'm normally walking with that car up the hill. How? There's no strain on any muscle. Those are kind of the siddhis I have that I don't even know how I have. But the reason I'm telling you this is that these are things I didn't know how to do before. But now I know how to do. And there's so much stuff I know how to do that I don't even know that I know how to do. And then I want to discover that, of course, so that I can do them. And then there's so many things that I don't know how to do that I want to do. And I want to grow into that person who can do them. If you're filled with this kind of energy, then you come, you'll enjoy the Gurukulam teaching, no? But any whiny people who like, I'm a victim, why, you come here, no? I will just hang up. No violence. I will non-violently get rid of you if you come here and whine. I'm so tired. 13 years I heard only like, it's like a mosquito comes near your ear, no? Yeah. People cry about their life, but don't want outcomes that they do not have the skills or the reputation for. I want my daughter to speak to me properly. Do you have the reputation for it? No, you don't. But you want it, nevertheless. Have you built a reputation with her? No. What does she think of you? Snoop. And you're wondering why you're having trouble. You're a snoop. And she's protecting you like you're trespassing in her life. And she's throwing you out. That's my reputation? Yes. People act according to your reputation. Okay, so please check your reputation. Do you have a reputation of being a warrior? Do you have a reputation of standing up for things and just going and doing something that you don't know how to do and figuring it out on the way? Then you're a real human being. Somehow some part of it is left in you. The rest have become AI. I don't even know how to imitate AI anymore because it looks like us. But you can see that the humans who are running on AI, which is just imagine if you had an air conditioner and it's only going to use that air forever. You will not get in fresh air from anywhere. That's what people say when they're like, I'm not going to learn anymore. I'll only do things that I know how to do. Is that I'm not going to learn anymore. I'm not going to grow anymore. I'm not going to learn anymore. I don't want any resistance in my life. I want my life to be a bed of roses. Take that person, bury them in the rose garden. Bed of roses is also a very active place. Go and see. I mean, the rose bed, not the bed of roses. But the bed of roses also might give you some rose allergy or something. Right? Yeah. It'll do something, man. Yeah, it's not like it's a problem to have a bed of only roses. Yeah. You need some thorns in there for you to pull out, and in the pulling out you become wiser. Now you can help others to pull out their own thorns. Yeah. Step number 1, step number 2, step number 3. You can teach them the steps. That's education. That's a tribe passing on its knowledge to the next future coming generation, which is what education is supposed to be. A tribe passing on its knowledge to the next generation. Where are the wise old men? They all have diabetes, so they're surely not a wise old man. Nothing wise about it in their lifestyle.
You mentioned Hanuman's energy, like life is a game. You need to play it and do things out of your comfort and grow.
That's right.
How to be like that? How to be like Hanuman?
You need to start building energy. The first thing, even without Diksha, you can do is to go and expose yourself to sun and nature. Try to feel the earth's magnetic alignment and align yourself with your face to the north, your back to the south. Or if you're going to lie down, it should be your legs to the north and your head to the south. Align yourself like that. Take your phone and figure it out, even if it's there, you can sense it and see if you are able to sense some difference when you come to north. Play around with this. Go outdoors. Get rid of your clothes. Wear minimum clothes, and if you wear clothes, wear cotton clothes. Don't wear some polyester and tell me that you got worse after sun. Okay? So go there and expose yourself to sun and do this continuously. Catch sunrise, sleep at sunset, close everything. If you do this, your energy will grow up. Go, and then of course you have to practice not ejaculating. Men have to separate orgasm from ejaculation, and it's basically the orgasm energy that we store. That's the Vajra. So women also have to come to orgasm and store that energy in the body. Right? That's something we teach in the course. You have to learn to do that. That is going to build your energy. So when you have a lot of energy, change is easy, man. You just think it happens.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to do this anymore, you won't do it anymore.
Yeah.
I want to stop smoking, no, stop. Because you got so much energy. You don't want to smoke again. It's just gone. But those who don't have energy, they'll be thinking of it. They can't stop, right? So this is it's like an epidemic of semi-powered humans. No, they're literally zombies. And so this Hanuman Gada will save humanity. Eventually, people won't appreciate the value now, but if we do this for 100 years, there will be a lot of appreciation for the value of a Gada. It will be seen as a way to charge your body. Just recharge your body. Be the strongest you can be. Work with the elements. Build a relationship with Hanuman. Understand that you can always talk to Hanuman anytime. And start getting answers from him. I just ask Hanuman if I want to know what to teach next in Hanuman Gada. He tells me. I don't have to struggle, guys. It's a proper lineage that I received directly from Hanuman. So, this is a very rare occurrence. Does not happen. So, there's a lot I know about the Gada that I can reveal. But first, people have to build their body. Without the strong body, you can't hold that kind of energy. No? You have to have control on the internal small workings of every part of your body. Don't have. Just because you have a good looking body doesn't mean that you have control on it. It's just cosmetically outside good looking. What do you know what's happening inside? And with the number of products people use on their face, you don't even know what's the real color. So now, I can spot a tanned person though. You need to be tanned, otherwise you don't have the intelligence to change. That's what's happening. Prioritize sunlight. For everyone, that's a starting point.
That's great. I have no more questions. That's the end. Thank you for watching this, and like always, we appreciate all the interactions and all the questions that you have. So if you have any questions, my number is given below. Just message me, and we can do another talk later regarding the questions that they have. Okay.
Jai Hanuman, Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Shri Ram, Jai Hanuman.